Alright, what is going on, everyone? Got a bit of a treat here for you guys today. Let's just say what is about to happen in this replay has only happened in my World of Warships career 6 other times, 5 previous to this. So, if you want to catch out a game like this again for me, you're going to have to wait another 6.3k games. So we're playing the Hawaii. So fun stuff here. Playing the Hawaii. And I'm div with body count and JT here. And yeah, gonna do some stuff here. In the meantime, just want to say, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. I just got done spending some time with my family. This game happened last night towards the beginning of my stream. And I'm going to be streaming here again later on here after I get this video made. And wanted to get this out because, again, it's a game that doesn't happen all too often. In particular for me, I'll tell you guys what that is once it happens here. And yeah, it's going to be a good game. Yeah, I was pretty speechless here, to say the least. Again, not without mistakes yet. I have to say, even though this is going to be a stellar game, I have yet to have what I would consider like the perfect game. Or at least a game where I'm really, really proud of in the Hawaii. This is, again, not a game without flaws, but yeah, we play pretty well here. So again, div with my buddies here. My buddy JT, his clan is kind of against us here, and from a DD standpoint, Summers, Olin, and a Smolin. That Riga is pushing pretty aggressively, trying to get into that little island area. Probably to radar, our DD over here, our Marceau. So I'm going to go ahead and open up on him. I'm not too scared of a Riga, honestly, in Hawaii, especially at this sort of range. And with an Aki and a Hildebrand backing me up as well. You're gonna see why here. This Riga's going to have a real bad day. This poor man. Why are you running, Riga? He's going to try to angle, whatever. That's fine. Good. Do your angling thing. And yeah, gets chunked there from one of our battleships pretty well. And they're coming some more shells. There are going to be a couple more coming in here. And I believe JT is going to absolutely dumpster this poor guy here. There we go. He's done. So on this map here, I'm going to what I like to affectionately call the Dorito. The Dorito. And I want to help out my DD over here, the Lightning. Very, very strong position for Hawaii, or radar cruisers, or even light cruisers here. Just being able to help out whatever destroyer is here. I do make some mistakes here, especially off the beginning. I'm normally just used to being able to kind of position my boat by how many games I've played in it, and can kind of feel how to shoot over this island. And I don't really do that too well here, honestly. So against us over there, we got a North Cal, Picardy, a Wisconsin, and another Brennan. I'm hoping to lob some shells over here at the Picard. You can see I can get my shells over initially, and then I must have creeped over too much for whatever reason, so I'm trying to kind of position myself out. I'm going to continue to shoot at the Picard. The Summers has been spotted in front of the Bismarck over there. So they're pushing that pretty hard, as well as the Wisconsins over here. Venture to say that there's probably going to be another Hawaii over there since he's divved, and there he is on the map right there. There's the Wisconsin that's in the Yolo Kraken div there. Bob, so we're going to start shooting him while we can. Not overly concerned with the Picard. I'd rather shoot the Wisconsin, honestly. But since the Picard's right here, we're going to go ahead and shoot him. And just melt him at the moment. There's not really a whole lot he can do here. His choice there was to not make this play. Making this play, he just gave a ship to me. I'm going to go ahead and radar here. And yeah, pull the old John Cena type move and back up here. Bit of a misplay by body count and I. We're both kind of seeing blood in the water here, and I think I back up into him. I am trying to keep myself in a position where I'm not, you know, gonna eat shit from too much, and just kind of, you know, strolled out and, you know, behind my div mate there, and there's gonna be some interesting driving here by both of us. So again, like I mentioned, not the perfect game yet for me in the Hawaii, but definitely a stellar game. A one in almost every 7,000 games for me type game. Wisconsin's pulling around, so we're gonna get on him and start dumpstering him. We're already at 63k here, so that's pretty more good. We like that, and as you can see, body count's backing up. Wasn't expecting the Wisconsin to loop back and around like he did, but he did. Good play on him. So we're kind of making shit babies there, and that's a bit unfortunate because I think if I position myself in a little bit better spot to kite there, you know, that Wisconsin's dead a little bit quicker. So again, not a perfect game by any means here. Over here as well, this Sejong's getting up. On the back side of the map, this Vanguard and the Turpits, they're trying to do their best against a tier 10, tier 8, and a tier 9, and the DD and the submarine over there. But they're not going to last for long. So that other flank is going to be ripping ripperonis. We were able to pick up Charlie with that Sejong. However, the Sejong then got a little bit too aggressive with running with Brennan, of all things, and got himself killed. Transversing our FTGs moving back. We also have a Woosti over here. The Lightning is way too close to that Hawaii. So he's going to have to move out, but he did smoke. So that's the thing. Again, with the Hawaii there, you know that he's div with the Summers. So Body Count and I are both kind of looking out for Summers speeds. That's why Body Count's angled in the manner and fashion that he is. Speaking of the devil, there's a Summers. I do have some pretty crazy shots here. If you guys have played the Y yet, you know, hitting destroyers at plus range, especially when they're moving pretty quick, gets a little bit hard here. So we actually wrecked the Summers pretty good here. Unfortunately, he's going to go out of my range here, and we're going to pick up a fire there on him as well, which is going to leave him hurting. The Y is right there as well. That's also div with the Summers. I popped my Hydro expecting these Summer speeds. Y is backing off now. That's the right play. And I'm going to continue to pepper him. Body Count's got some planes in the air. JT's in the back there, just kind of trying to shoot both sides of the map there, doing Aki things and dropping planes when he can as well. So we've got support from JT. Our team is now, you know, pretty heavily down on ships. Like I mentioned, unfortunately, those two tier 8 battleships kind of in a heavy surplus, as well as the Sejong kind of eating and they're not needed. So yeah, I look back here, I see, holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. Start shooting the white and seeing what I can do to him. They're about to be in our Bravo cap, so I want to put a little bit more pressure on them. Body Count in the Hildebrand picks up the kill on the other Hawaii that was dipped with the Summers down south there. The Wisconsin's kind of chilling behind the rock as well, so I've got a little bit of time to work over this Hawaii. The Wisconsin's then going to push down, and Body Count's going to need some help. However, this Hawaii is in our cap, and I want to get some base resets here. This game is going to come down to the wire. I'll let you know right now that this game is going to come down to the wire. So me working on this Hawaii, trying to get some resets. Again, just paying attention to the mini-map and trying to think more long-term as to how I could win the game. Actually comes in quite clutch. See the Hawaii for a second and just kind of eat that over there, trying to see if I can get some more resets on him. And I know the Wisconsin's pushing down. Our Marceau is in the cap, and he kind of needs to stay there. That Wisconsin's pushing him down, as well as the North Carolina going raise up is up there as well, and a Brennan. So the Brennan too is another strong boat, and depending the situation, the Brennan can definitely be a hard counter for the Hawaii. I feel like the closer you get in the Hawaii, as long as you can negate the torps from the Brennan, it swings towards the Hawaii's favor. longer range, more engaged for the Brennan. But yeah, so hit the button here and do the things, and we just start melting this Wisconsin. Try to help out our div mate there. Again, this is our cap. There are many like it, but this cap is mine. While he got out there, I think he was looking for shots there, and then we got the summer speeds here. I need to make this turn and try to get around. Luckily, he left a gap there large enough for me to get through. Even though there's a couple battleships in that cap there, the Hawaii is my biggest threat. Again, then we lose our Vanguard as well. Shocked that, honestly, that he stayed in it that long. And then we lose the Marceau to the North Cal. So the Marceau was over here at Delta, behind this island. Probably as soon as the Wisconsin was dead, he should have moved that way, but he didn't. We lose body count to the summer speeds, those speeds that, you know, moved in front of me there, which is unfortunate. And now we are, I mean, look at the ships and the points. It's not looking good here, ladies and gentlemen. It is not looking like a good game. I look at the ships that are left, the FDG and the Magi. Hawaii's out, and that's kind of what I was focusing it. I feel like if I can kind of close this and stay angled towards the FDG and the Amagi, that's kind of a win for me. I know this sounds cocky to say, but in this particular boat, in this situation, at least versus the battleships, I'm not feeling too pressured. I just need to hit some shots and do my thing and not, you know, fluff it up and go broadside. And I should be okay here. However, there are still going to be things that are needed to get, you know, done to try to get a W here. Pick up a triple fire on the FDG, and we get our strike team as well. And there's my Confederates, so I've now procced Halsey Confederate. And in the words of good old Emperor Palpatine, witness the firepower this fully armed elaboration of battle station. And yeah, that is, we are the main cannon on an 820 right now, and we are just going to town on the battleships and doing some stuff here. So this Amagi is kind of ripping ripperonis now at the moment because of that. He's not quite close enough for me to proc the F key here and, you know, yeeting him at him even quicker. And as I mentioned, I just need to keep angling my armor and doing work. He's shooting me. I mean, I'm probably the biggest threat here, and however JT and the Aki takes him out, I then position and switch right away onto the North Cal here. Shooting the North Cal, noticing that Delta is being taken. That's more than likely going to be the Brennan with the Summers, or some sort of combination of both of them. We do have some Petes coming through there, so there was the Summers. There's our div shoulder at 184k. This game is going quickly. I had just beached there back because I needed to stay angled, and I need to now stay angled towards the North Cal. Even though it's a tier 8, it's still got 406s. I need to be respectful of that. So we then beach again because of the fact that I am trying to stay angled to the North Carolina here. Cognizant of that, he then gets a little bit closer. Try procking the funny button, but kind of some yeets. Suddenly a wild Brennan appears, and as I mentioned before, I feel like as long as I can avoid the Brennan's torps, especially now with Halsey's Confederate procced, and there's my high cal too. You get to see that it sways way towards the Hawaii, this matchup here. So even with him pulling in with the cap there, we're just working him and icing him there. He's trying to stay bow on to me. I'm not sure what would have been the better play. I even take some time. I hit my radar, and oh, suddenly a wild Summers appears. So yeah, Summers is actually a huge threat to me there, probably at the moment more so than the Brennan. So I'm going to take out the Brennan. And again, thinking long game there too. If I don't get another opportunity to shoot him, I have to shoot him then from there. There's some Petes coming in from the Summers. We're going to try to move to avoid those as well. And here we go. We're just going to work over the Brennan. As I mentioned, avoid the Petes and I should be alright. However, I am uber cross-peated. We take out the Brennan. I have now lost all of my teammates there, previous to taking out the Brennan. My div mate is over there. He's got the Aki plane still up. We're now down on points. I need to flip this cap. I still have the North Cal, that Olin, and the Submarino alive. But we're still in it. I've got JT's planes in there. So he's, telling me the DD's down here. Good, I know that then. I can keep that in mind. I tell him I'm honestly concerned about the North Cal right now. Normally I would be concerned about the Destroyer. However, because of the fact that I need to flip this cap, and again, where my HP is at, and considering the fact that the North Cal still, he's 10k away from me. He should be able to hit those shots. And the fact that he's got 406s. And I don't know his situation, if he's that much on HP and still has a heal left and can heal more. And this is going to become a slightly difficult fight if he can close and get into secondary range of me as well. And I still need to get this cap. I have no clue, so that's why I was telling my div mate to spot the North Cal there, so I can figure out how I need to angle my armor. Because if he decided, hey, he's not going to get the cap and went out, then maybe I can do different things. So body count picks up that spot, and I try getting some speculative shots here. The North Cal is still not moving fast enough. Almost got the cap. However, he knows where I'm at, and that is what it is. As I mentioned, he's 10k away from me, so more than likely I'm gonna get reset here. That is what it is. But I need to make this North Carolina disappear. I'm still in their cap, so I'm stalling their points. He smashes me with HE somehow. I'm a little bit over angled and kind of shocked that happened. But that is what it is. And this is one of my stream was going on here, and I'll try to link the video to the actual reaction on the stream from this game. I was singing at this moment. Like, I was singing the national anthem at that moment, so good old Hawaii. There's a submarine. I'm gonna shoot that. I have no clue how this submarine, being a tier 8 submarine, is able to live through that. I mean, I take him down to 2k. He's at the water and somehow is able to dive that quickly, where those don't hit either. But whatever. Sub stuff. That is what it is. Now up to 4 kills, 286k, almost 1.5 million tanked. We've defended the base a couple times. They're still technically up on points. I am going to flip this cap, however, and I'm still trying to make this a game. If you guys have watched my streams, I try my best to make whatever I'm doing. I'm hoping that he's close enough where I can radar him 2 years, so I hit the radar. He's not, however. Hawaii gets a little bit shorter radar at 8.5. Whenever I'm trying to play a game, even if it's seems like it's not a winnable game, I'm still trying my best to win the game. Sometimes that provides for or causes a bit of a frustrating evening for me. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you get games like this where super fun. You have to think about what you're doing and how you can do it. That blind drop there was a whiff, and I probably should have saved it because I might have been able to kill that sub. So again, as I mentioned, by no means a perfect game for me here. However, just a very, very good game. Even with that misplay and a couple others, I've still put my team in a position to maybe win this. Now on my stream too, I'm thinking, hey, this game's kind of over. Olin went in there. That's a bummer. Sub spotted. Again, I hit the sub, or not hit the sub, he manages to dive that quickly. And none of my shells hit him, even though I'm pretty Johnny on the spot there with the guns. But okay, whatever, sub life. That's the thing. He's on 2k, HP. There's the peds there from the Olin. I do get some hits on the sub. He was just on fire, and now I pick up a flood. And magically, he is going to live through this because nobody knows. Nobody knows. Wargaming probably doesn't even really know. So whatever. I see his oil trail, and hoping that these should hit. Um, Spoiler alert, they're not going to. Whatever. That's the thing. I get spotted. No, it's not the sub, so I know the Olin spotted me. So I'm still looking at the sub, going, "Are you gonna come up? Are you short on air? What's your deal?" Why he gets really quick turrets. See the Olin and realize I need to turn my guns to the Olin. That's another way that we can potentially win this game. Shoot the Olin and start working over the Olin here. So yeah, there we go. There's my Kraken Unleashed. That's a Death Strike somehow on the Olin. I think the reason why we got that's considered Death Strike is just because of how quick the Olin melted from the time that the first shots hit him. And with that kill, again, replay bug, that's putting us up on points. So we just win. And by the way, Wargaming, you gotta fix this shit. Like, that shouldn't be switched on the replay. I don't understand that. It's super annoying. We pick up the win there. So that's a huge game in the Hawaii. Christmas came early, being that this was the day before Christmas Eve, and I finally get my elusive E badge in the Hawaii. We go for a Brothers in Arms from our div. So our div did all of the work there. And this is what I was talking about. I got a SoloWarrior there. So I stood alone against at least 4 enemy ships, which at one point I was. And that has only, previous to me, this game, that has only happened to me 5 times in almost 38,000 battles. That's at least for me, that's a very, very rare medal on my account. Some people have it more than me, whatever, but for me, that's a rare medal on my account. We also pick up the Confederate, which you guys got to see again, just how ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous the Hawaii gets with Halsey's Confederate. Just disgusting. I can't even imagine if you were to pick up a Confederate in arms race with Halsey. That would someday, Jesus bless me, that would be great. We also get our strike team for our division. Our division needed to deal at least 50% damage of the total base HP of enemy ships. Again, absolutely disgusting. I pick up that Dev Strike for the Olin, just because of how quickly, within a period of 5 seconds, we melted a full HP Olin. Disgusting. Anywho, shoulder our division needs to cause at least damage to 10 enemy ships. Gross. Dread not there because Hawaii armor balanced. We get a crack in there because sure, at that point, why not? Coordinated attack. Division must destroy at least 7 enemy ships. That's kind of seems to be a theme. High caliber, damage at least 4 ships, do at least 30% of the total HP of all enemy ships. I mean, we're getting disgusting here. And our team, our div, also got generally offensive not once, but twice. So there's a thing. And drum roll, please, for a casual 3.3 K base experience game in the Hawaii. My div mates, JT, another solid game as well, 1.8 K base. Body count in the Hildebrand with 1.6, and I mean, and then it from here down it kind of trails off. This is a pretty heavy carry here by our div as well, so it wasn't just me. And again, I didn't play a perfect game by any means. There were at least, and you guys could probably see, there are at least right now off the top of my head quickly like 4 or 5 different mistakes that I made. Just happened to utilize some of my knowledge with trying to pull out wins here to make this game a win here. Their Brennan played fantastic. 1.6K on a loss is nothing to be bummed about. Also, their Hawaii played really good. That's almost 1.4K base on a loss. The sub, I'm not even gonna count that because we all know sub XP multipliers are a thing. So realistically, he's probably down here with what he actually contributed. Their Olin played well considering that was a tier 10 game. So they had some people here actually play pretty well, despite the loss. So I'm even more thoroughly pleased with that. Some more disgusting things here. Uh, it's just gross. Main battery. This is disgusting. How many shell hits we had there and fired. The other thing, almost 59,000 damage in just fires. Um, we also did 31,000 in spotting, 1.5 million tanked in a light cruiser, quote unquote. So all this was a thing. Um, only killed 4 aircraft. I don't know where those came in from. Just an absolute gross, disgusting game. And am I proud of it? Fuck yeah. So, uh, yeah, we're proud of it. That's a great game in the Y. Finally got my E badge. Christmas came early to Mr. Stripper's house, and I am super, super pumped by that. Just holy bananas. That's ridiculous. Um, had to do everything there that we possibly could to get the W out. That was a nail biter of a game, just stellar game. Um, Again, wanted to show that to you guys. And thank you to everyone lately for the support on my Twitch channel. It's been outstanding the past, last weekend and now rolling through into this week. So thank you guys also so much. I hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas. I hope you guys all get a chance to spend time with your family and friends and just have a great, blessed holiday season. And once I get done making this video, I will be live again on Twitch here tonight. So if you watch part of this video and you think, hey, that guy did okay in that game, maybe drop by on Twitch and shoot a follow, say hi, whatever. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Merry Christmas, guys. Love y'all. See ya. Bye.